Episode 4 of 12 starts with a flashback of young Hae-Tae following Tae-sang and Malrock around. Now, according to Malrock, Hae-Tae was created with the powers of each of the 12 angels. In no time, Hae-Tae managed to win over Tae-san, and together they all worked hard to protect human beings from demons. Back in the present, Bangwoo continues to practice her archery skills, and Wonsung lies about what he's been up to lately. The angels later meet for dinner and warmly welcome Mer back into the fold. They get their monthly bonus but give half of it to Ganji to donate to the human. They also tease Wonsung for thinking he is as reliable as Tae-sang. Meanwhile, Malrock finds a passed out drunk Tae-sang in his office. Once again, Tae-sang has a nightmare about the dead angels and is startled from his sleep. Malrock tells him about the return of Samin, the awakening of Ogwi, and the missing soulstone. Malrock reminds Tae-sang that they need to keep Ogwi from meeting Mer. He also mentions that Wonsung has been trying to locate Samin, and Tae-sang agrees and asks Malrock to tell the others about Ogwi and Samin, but to keep the location of the evil spirits just between them. Elsewhere, Ogwi visits Samin and informs him that he's got the first soulstone. For another flashback, we go back to the day of the great battle. Now, back then, Samin actually watched Tae-sang kill Hae-Tae and walked away wounded. Before passing out, Samin saw how Hae-Tae hid the 3 soulstones. Now, Ogwi uses his power to track down the second stone and sends the evil spirits off to collect it. And in the meantime, Wonsung begins to sense Samin's location. Back at the Tae-sang building, Mer works out with Mao-suk and goes all hard. Unlike the other angels, Mer still has her powers but can't explain why. After working out, they grab some snacks and Mao-suk tries to find out more about Mer's vision and why she left. Mer denies having any visions though and refuses to explain why she did leave. Feeling guilty, Mao-suk drops the issue. However, Mer is still concerned that her vision of the angels dying will come true. After all, the angels have no powers, and even Malrock, their guardian, is no longer as agile as he was before. His residual powers always strain his frail body. At the clinic, Banwoo gives Doni a rare power supplement to use when the demons attack. Now, Malrock passes by and mentions he's quitting the force, and he promises to tell them more later that evening. Tae-sang calls Mer aside and subtly asks if she has met anyone recently. He fails to mention that Ogwi is back though, and he insists that Mer was the target for the evil spirits and that she needs to stay low inside the building. Now, Mer has another vision here of the faceless demon in the cave. While back at the dining table, Malrock tells the others about Ogwi and Samin. As the night deepens, Wonsung follows the trail and locates the demons. Sadly, he loses them because of a dark barrier. Back home, Tae-sang recalls Mer begging him not to hurt Ogwi. Still, Tae-sang wanted to punish Ogwi for his part in the loss of their family members. Within this flashback, Ogwi blames Tae-sang for taking everything from him, and currently Tae-sang worries about the safety of his beloved family and Gwum-sung. Wonsung and Malrock arrive to update him on the demon's dislocation, and speaking of which, Samin meets with Ogwi and orders him to take the last soulstones from Mer. He promises to handle Tae-sang since he knows the tiger's weakness. The following morning, the angels wake up and realise Malrock and Tae-sang are gone. They actually went to check the location of where Wonsung last saw the demons. Now, Wonsung pretends not to know and leaves the other angels in the dark. While surveying the location though, Tae-sang vows to protect Malrock. Meanwhile, Samin sends his demons to attack Wonsung and Manbok. This is an effort to distract the angels and get Mer alone. The other angels fall for the trap and rush to Gwum-sung once their necklace lights up. Malrock and Tae-sang are the first to arrive and they find Manbok lying on the floor while Gwum-sung tries to make a run for it. She locks herself in the toilet at the train station. By the time Tae-sang arrives, Gwum-sung is heavily bleeding from an arm injury. Tae-sang manages to beat the demons while Malrock tries to escape with Gwum-sung. More demons corner them though, but the other angels arrive in time to lend a hand. Mao-suk and Doni offer to stay back and fight the demons while the others find a way out. Unfortunately, Mao-suk and Doni are beaten to a pulp and the other angels are cornered along with Gwum-sung. Back at the house, Samin leads another group of evil spirits to go after Mer and Bangwoo. In a flashback, we go back to the day Tae-sang and the angels saved Gwum-sung's mum's place. They happily ate a lot of food from the stall and Tae-sang acted like he helped for his sake. In reality, he was touched that Gwum-sung's mum showed gratitude, and Gwum-sung also lavished him with high praise, raising his spirits. The angels were stunned to see Tae-sang speak to human beings again and even go out of his way to help them. When Tae-sang left, he paid more money than necessary. At the time, a young Gwum-sung was enamored by Tae-sang, and to her, he was like a hero walking among mere mortals, which is where episode 4 of 12 comes to an end. So in this episode, we see that there seems to be history between Mer and Ogwi. What exactly happened between these two? Why was Mer trying to save Ogwi's life even after he caused the death of 4 angels? We also have questions about Hae-Tae too. Did he betray the angels? This seems to be the only reasonable explanation of why Tae-sang actually killed him. Of course, we know how important Gwum-sung is to Tae-sang. Samin also figured this out and used her as a distraction to allow him to get to Mer. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Mer and Ogwi reunite. She certainly won't appreciate the fact that Tae-sang hid Ogwi's awakening from her. The problem with the angels is that they're all acting as if they don't trust each other. These sort of secrets are going to tear them apart and make it easy for the demons to take control. Already they don't have their powers and they need to be on the same page if they plan to win this upcoming war. And as this episode comes to an end, everything is left on a tenuous knife edge. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.